Enterprise ready to meet it, but FNATIC shown elsewhere and happy to wait for any re-aggression. Enterprise happy to entertain this as the ball drops, ready to go. Lime, takes away the attention, and kozzy strikes first. His first blood in VCT, and iluri as well. Enterprise not stopping, but is this a false fallacy? kozzy with 3, but how results recently have left him.
And Boaster drifting all the way in behind. Doesn't have too much time left here to get the A+.
Here in the spike. And MAGNUM playing at the back of kozzy, who's had 3 already. And 1 body shot from that Sheriff would make it 4.
Nade is back up here, so it's precious utility into the retake.
Should he need it? Should be an easy trade game. Boaster needs to try and get 1 very clean. kozzy should be that fight. But expects him backside. A little bit dangerous. Boaster's on 2 HP, and kozzy.
You don't believe FNATIC are going to lose until it steps here either, has kaajak. So may find that FNATIC are led back into trouble, but crashies does well to deal with the backline, and now kaajak received his invitation to take this fight from B main. A collapse coming in from the attack, and it's very
iluri, Initiator and Julius, but
both you wouldn't feel. kaajak has the insurance policy of his own nade, of course. There's a little bit of damage already dealt onto these players. Cloud hit on the back line and taken out of play. Makes it a 2 versus 3. Still not irretrievable here from Enterprise, but time is their biggest enemy between the teams. This would be the difference maker. Early util on the Enterprise side, and actually crashies does find one through the wall, and kaajak with the nade. It's a double entry. But already here, it is crashies that has been identified on A, but slipping under the radar as Enterprise are looking to flank back into the C site, which is now open.
crashies going to be extremely late
30 seconds
on being
left.
a joker card. Should he pivot into that? So Enterprise with a chance, but it is just a chance.
And it's MAGNUM trying to play first after breaking the trap. He's diligent on the clear, but caught by Alfajer in transition. Second layer to this is paTiTek. You start to wonder whether Enterprise are looking for something more scorched earth here than a round result, because it's only iluri left now. Alfajer again handling that flank with exactly the guy that you want on 4.
2 apiece, rifle rounds, majority in FNATIC's feet. Flexible player in his time. Alfajer does not miss there. Brilliant shot, and Lime gone as well. Alfajer
Getting interested. Enterprise have collected some information on crashies, sorry. As he does crack open the site with the wall break.
Yeah, looks to crack open a couple of skulls. iluri, the other player here. kozzy on the other side doing well. Managing to get back into this game, and Alpha not given the chance. Showstopper good, and that spike's still on the ground. kozzy still takes a life before he goes to the rocket.
So it makes this a 1 versus 1. iluri with Seekers and a flash to come back in if he wants to try and overwhelm kaajak, and that's exactly what he goes for. kaajak looking for an early fight.
Yeah, but only takes away the Seeker, so information gone. iluri needs to make sure he doesn't get caught off guard.
We cannot.
1 behind mound and 2 on C still, boys.
I'm walking out. Yeah, there's a wall, I'm just gonna cross it.
Cloud, just don't race your other one.
Oh, sorry. Wall down, wall down.
Yeah, wall down, yeah.
There is still
we can double pick
Hold my stairs, hold my stairs.
I will in a second. Tag, wait, I will take
Boys, we will end B, pressure A and B. Pressure A and B.
Nice, there's one more. I'm going with you. Should be vice, yeah.
I have timing. Could be tree.
I'm nading drop. I will
1 tower.
Heaven.
I have timing on B, boys.
No, we're gonna go.
Okay.
I have full stairs right now. Did he cross or no? They can cross the backside now. Okay, I'm gonna plant safe, okay?
Tiki-taka, boys.
Hold my stairs. I'm planting safe. I have full stairs.
I'm gonna do falling leaf. Listen, I'm gonna do falling leaf on 3.
1B.
And 1 pig.
I will. Temper is 1 HP, guys. Guys, wait for my flash.
1 is main.
Flash in 3. I'm moving 3. Hey, I'll flash short, guys. Flash in 3, 2, 1. Pop.
I'm halving it, guys.
Yeah, I'll pick on kozzy. Last 1 HP, boys.
DP.
Not sure, man. Oh.
And a nice take.
30 seconds left.
The wall to disguise how many players are there.
So iluri should be the first responder to this. paTiTek committed to the ult to get himself out of dodge from rubble. kozzy alerted to the push coming in, but it has to be paTiTek here to get past FNATIC. Beat them in his last appearance against them, but couldn't do it this time.
10 seconds
Shut
left.
down on the opening fight, and Enterprise here ready to flood back in, but thinned out is the herd 1 by 1. Boaster trading, but kaajak not too far behind to keep them stable here. kozzy Just another 1-for-1, and Enterprise consistently trailing after that first engagement. Lime in a 1 versus 2.
How weak that A side was. I mean, obviously there's a bit of a crunch coming through. Oh, please.
They don't know, Cairo.
They don't know. And I mean, Boaster's managed to get by the wall on B. And MAGNUM needs to be careful because he's going to walk right in towards Boaster. Did have an idea, but not quick enough to react.
No, he didn't know. Boaster got him. And it is a 5 versus 3 in the gun round. Iluri's trying to make a move of this. It's a mess instead. crashies catches them flooding back out through the smoke. And the rest of Enterprise are disconnected. They're calling out for a hero, and often that comes in the form of kozzy. He has the showstopper, but it's still a 2v4.
I've seen him bring it into winnable positions before. Manages to keep himself alive, a little bit awkward on the face, and Alfajer brings him straight out into the observer screen. paTiTek with the only rifle left and probably trying to save up here. That is the case. FNATIC.
It's absolutely crucial that Enterprise can bank on this one as well, because only 3 rounds a return on the defender's side. Their own mappers, there is a rotation now called by the defense. Line gets caught on the jump spot, though.
Shouldn't be too far away should they need them, but you're really looking at Enterprise to play as a unit because we've not seen that on a retake.
I mean, it's just so far gone now at this point in time, though. Enterprise aren't going to be able to close the gap before the spike goes in. It's getting very close, but with kozzy offline, there's no chance to nade back through. kaajak at the double. And while crashies will fall on the opposite side of the map, there's so much real estate for FNATIC to move into.
Yeah, I mean, you've got every corner to clear. Loads of question marks to try and play into, and at this point in time, it should all be...
Very nice. Had to add the obviously in there. Toxic again, but there we go. Patty, opening kill. And so it's off to a better start here, but kaajak instant trade.
FNATIC are clearing out A.
Link and his boys, of course. But yeah, a long way away. And looking at it here, I mean, Enterprise have the C site at their complete disposal, and it's situations like this where you want to see them take a little bit of extra ground, use that opportunity to set up a post plant, and with the flash being heard by Boaster in CT, should have a rough idea of how this one looks.
Planted.
Boaster's already seen paTiTek as that space in CT given up by Enterprise as they start to focus towards Waterfall, but it's iluri who actually finds all the information through main, that main stack of players as Enterprise wait for any fight to come to that main stack, which still hasn't come. Finally, attention back towards main as FNATIC find themselves space in towards water, over the top, and iluri caught out. MAGNUM trying to come round the other side, but this has been a disaster of a...
When we show that, you will sing along at home, because if you don't know the words by now, well, you probably got the stream on mute.
Yeah, well, I mean, FNATIC have already dealt with this push. I was really worried you were going to say, I hope you are going to sing along, Cairo, but I'm glad that you didn't say that.
Yeah, we can if you want.
No, please don't.
Cairo karaoke?
No.
Sleep.
Cairo K. It's a force buy here from Enterprise, actually. But
I mean,
they've been ground down to dust pretty quickly.
Hardly a force buy. I mean, yeah, they've forced into it, but they've got 2 stingers.
Hardly a force.
Yeah,
they
but like,
force.
Yeah, but the point I was trying to make is that it's no big weapons at the back of this.
Sure.
It's been mostly sheriffs and stingers.
Is that not what a force buy is?
No, sheriffs and stingers, no.
Anyway, FNATIC into a retake, 4 versus 2, and as you say, there is a weapon advantage here for them. And again, Enterprise don't have too much space for themselves.
Enterprise have tried to fight into it. crashies is already on this flank. And yeah, Enterprise haven't even considered it. The rest are now coming in towards B main with Spike. And needs to be careful he doesn't give anything away. That's huge from kaajak. Thinks there's going to be more there, but there's not. No one actually near this part of the map, and a huge miss. MAGNUM now doesn't manage to get caught off guard, but has taken a boatload of damage.
Yeah, standing up and being counted on the Enterprise side for once, and you can see quickly trying to shift this into a C execution with the Seekers heading in that direction, but FNATIC are prepared for this. They've got bodies in the way, and there's only 16 seconds left.
Alfajer could do so much. Does give himself away with the fire of his rifle, but
Time running
Boaster gets 2 massive kills. Iluri, though, opens up an avenue to get that spike down. Magnum had to protect and can. Spike might... Silence, and will be kozzy to try and receive this, but unfortunately denied that opportunity in FNATIC. 2 big entry kills.
Yeah, I mean, the information is just so late there. Enterprise don't have any kind of a probe to collect information. crashies is going to be incredibly late to this lurk, as FNATIC are all on site right now.
I mean, all on site. You see that crashies is still to come back in through a late flank, and right now Enterprise very slow on the uptake, and yeah, at this point in time, crashies the win condition set up through the relay bolt, and well, that's probably the easiest kill you'll get in your entire life. And
Oh, the
that
follow-up
one.
not so much.
Yeah.
Come out of challenges.
I never described them as
Not
world
world beaters, but the form that they were on.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there was always a good potential that they could possibly do that. I mean, point to note here is kaajak has been taken offline early, and Enterprise are 5 to the good on the rifle rounds. Right now, FNATIC are really under the pressure. I mean, this is exactly what we expected of Enterprise. Simple Valorant, and doing it so well. crashies 1 versus 5. Spike on his back, so, I mean, doesn't need to
In the follow-up gun round.
I'm dead, bro. I'm dead.
Austin, you wanna double open?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, wait.
Just pick the ramp together, boys.
Ready?
I'm walling up.
30
Go.
seconds
No
left.
wall up, no wall up.
I'm gonna put down.
I stepped.
We are clear chicken. Smoke something, Jake.
I can have it now for you, boys.
City, close. I have to reveal, pick. This reveal.
One more. You fired me, bro.
I'm planning.
You can get the plant here.
Yeah, I'll get. I have Prowler and the chain.
They have
10
no Viper
seconds
wall.
left.
I have smoke.
Nice.
Nice.
Right,
Nice.
on the other side.
That makes
Right, dog.
3.
Okay. Could be heaven. There's a big gap, okay. Under. Nice. I'm on the go fight. Under. Hit him. I will reach shot. He's under. Nice, guys. Come on. Nice,
Anticipating the play once again, and it was a good flash, and I mean, it just ends up a bloodbath.
Orbs on both sides in middle right now, so Magnum was just looking for the timing. The Prowler doesn't clear him, but FNATIC should expect to play a close. Alpha goes walking straight in, and the follow-up from kaajak a little laboured here. Magnum just signposting his authority with the molly, able to get one more before eventually finding himself traded. But it's numbers for Enterprise, and they're doubling down on this. Here comes the mid-fight. kaajak stunned in the corner with the ult from Lime.
It is probably going to be a save. Probably going to give things away, and it's going to come through B main.
Yeah, and you could just see Boaster there calling to the rest of his team.
It's just an acceleration here. kozzy, once again, showing what he's good for. Overdrive in, and I mean, the runner back going to expire. And, well, kaajak expiring as well. Alpha catching paTiTek offline. And now, in a 3 versus 2, how does Enterprise get back into this?
I mean, FNATIC's so heavy here, or sorry, Enterprise towards main. You can see the post plant looking to get set up into screens, and Alfie has managed to slip the net.
Seems like it. He could go one step further. Cloud under pressure, though. Alpha has to protect with just 56 points of health, and does so. A great kill, but kozzy has taken Cloud. And now Alpha has to try and get back in, deny this one. Slide good onto this.
Little on the lighter side. Only iluri here to collect some information.
Collects information, but that fast lane creates a question mark to whether players did get out, and nice proactivity.
I think Magnum might just be reading the position of crashies here as well. The trail takes him away from main.
Oh, but this Boaster is just past garden. Oh, already
Magnum?
out. He needs to check,
What is
and
his
he
timing?
doesn't.
Boaster's in his smoke.
Yeah, well, Boaster caught out off guard, and I mean, Spike is in control of Enterprise. This has gone awry. This is not what FNATIC wanted, and now, realistically, Enterprise can get working on the Spike. The last 2 remaining players want to get him in control, but they cannot get it. Running for the hills, the last round now, with a little buy, a poor buy. Alpha trying to...
The sole anchor on site of B right now as Lime has moved into heaven, but it's kaajak to draw first blood. Magnum falling on A. the slower kind of rounds which FNATIC built their identity around in the last year or so.
Don't know if Boaster's second guessing himself. He's still in shops. Started to move towards A, but instead being pulled back. I mean, paTiTek walking out there is the key.
Yeah.
Left it in the door.
But there's a bit of a disconnect here in terms of the scaling towards the site with 30 seconds to go. Lime's managed to interrupt things a little bit. He's blinded up, but Alpha isn't there for the instant gap close. Lime walks away with one. It's not going to be enough for the time being. 2 versus 4, and crashies again, the second layer.
Kozzy still alive in iluri here early doors, but needs to be careful of new box, and as he swings out, he leaves it all up to the 16-year-old who has 16 kills so far.
He does. Gonna need to make it 20 in the first half.
Yeah. Okay, they might fight.
Ultimate.
Let's walk.
One more. 1 HP Viper. He's 1 HP, boys.
Kurwa, push this guy, I'm sliding.
One vents, one vents.
Nice.
Vents.
Yeah, vents. Let's hold vents.
Minus 40, Neen.
I have it.
Flashing.
There's one guy side.
Vents.
One is side, yeah. Come side, Lime.
Yeah, wait.
No.
Ready now?
I smoke heaven behind you.
Okay.
I smoke city.
Come
Jump out, 1.
2. Go smoke.
Come elbow, shift
Coming.
elbow. I'm gonna get your ramp. I'm gonna wide inside 3.
Neon is coming back from vents.
City.
He's going city.
Omen.
Blind.
Nothing side, side is clear. The play retake.
Yeah, Neon is super late, guys. I have Joker City late.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just chilling. I'm not planting then. I'm gonna plant now.
Side.
Outside, boys.
No one city.
Bingo.
CT side.
Spike down A.
One was city.
Yeah. I
He's
flash
holding
city.
you.
He's stuck
30
to sheriff.
seconds
He's holding you.
Last
City now.
player standing.
I have the spike.
15.
Time's starting to tick away. This would be a massive
10
clutch from
seconds
paTiTek.
left.
He said this is where he belongs. 2 versus 1 against some of the best would certainly prove it. A 1-on-1 against Boaster, but can't quite connect. Gives it a good go. And Enterprise.
How vocal he is for his age, of course, as well, and the ideas he brings to the table, but seeming to think that sight was clear. Cloud getting in behind and making them pay a hefty price.
Overtime's on split, maybe. A little bit easier. Crashes, mate. What? I mean, too busy working on utility and upgrades now for Enterprise. Luckily enough, Alpha here still has his Phantom and managing to escape. Boaster with a Bulldog to support. This should be easy enough.
These are the rifles on the site. I mean, everyone on FNATIC has one at this point. There's a couple already been lost, but into that tight corridor. That's the issue. It's all a game of timing, but Tuck's in the corner. This is a nice reposition.
Yeah, I mean, Lime's Bulldog still connects, and that's a rifle over to iluri. So they start to accelerate towards that side. But Alpha here looking to be the, I was going to say the lone bastion. Boaster's come in. 10 bullets, Spike committed, and well, it is open to heaven. But that smoke up's going to be an issue for Lime's spam. Still a molly in hand, making sure that no one else can defuse for the time being, but Lime now in a pretty difficult position. Still wins out against Alpha here. A flash now online. Boaster blind! A second clutch for the captain, keeping FNATIC in this.
Delivering is the one offering the reprieve in these clutch situations. It is far from clean, and that's exactly what we asked of FNATIC into this round. But the fact of the matter is they get it over the line. Knew where Lime was. Players queued up for a fight, though. And FNATIC just usher him away. That is the call now to take the B site.
Yeah, a very quick acceleration. Lime the one to meet any push coming through, and I mean, kaajak out of heaven, at least traded out, but it is a brawl, and one that Enterprise managed to keep even for the time being. Look at Magnum so far away, that spike in the ground. Well, he does have time to work with, but he will be noted by the haunt. Oh, Magnum.
Enterprise banging their head against the wall. It's another very straightforward approach. The duelists split the pin. One up ramp, the other out main, and it's Lime with this run it back that you're looking to instigate. Alfajer crossing the site with his movement in behind the wall. crashies double through the smoke before Alpha even gets a chance to be played in. As it stands. Enterprise only just now making their reprisal. It's again the duelists who swapped positions. Kozzy the one from main this time, and this is an A play.
100%. Nightfall confirms it, and Cloud still not cleared.
Oh, he's seen him.
Yeah, I mean, somehow Magnum still alive and even gets a kill for it. Cloud maybe just letting this one slip and fall into the hands of Enterprise as FNATIC are not allowed back in. Post plant.
Coming into the retake. Couple flashes available. Molly to clear out this corner where Magnum's playing from.
Still manages to get himself back to safety. And paTiTek could catch crashes here, doesn't. Huge kill from the American. And well, this scale back into sight can maybe start to look a bit better. But kaajak gets caught coming out of the orb, and the last two remaining players, I mean, the cred's looking good, but don't look to attempt it.
Cover going
Look to try and catch X's Boaster next up. I mean, he's shooting well, but not much more. Crashes now. He could catch the opposite Viper, and it is just damage in the end. Enterprise will have double digits, and it is too good.
It's looked pretty good so far.
Kozzy once again hunting, and once again finding what he needs to. Pause, I'll wait for a reaction. Nice call from Enterprise.
Actually the first round in a while that kozzy's able to get that entry cleanly, but FNATIC straight back at it. Up the guts of mid. A walk down to try and challenge Market.
Oh, this flash could be huge, but both players not looking directly at it. I mean, it comes in, but I mean, it's just a mess of utility, but nobody really taking the round by the neck. kaajak finally gets his entry, but Enterprise straight back in. Magnum from Sewers.
Gotta go.
And that Spike managing to get away.
paTiTek already out on the B site. He can move into CT here. All over Alfajer, who has the ult and wants to close the distance, but the op in his hand, still precious cargo. Looks to be aware of paTiTek's reposition.
Yeah, he does. Oh, I mean, there's a...
Right now, crashies has an idea of the push on this round. kaajak solo flashing out in mid. Alpha so far behind. That partnership not proving its worth in some of these situations, as it is a 4-on-4 for now. And Magnum is entirely isolated on A for the time being. Still wants to hang around behind his wall, but eventually thinks better of it, and FNATIC reclear.
Yeah, I mean, scaling up towards B main.
And, yeah, as I was going to say, B main and A main at the same time. Fighting both extremities quite heavy-handedly. Longer one for him to try and complete. Layers to this round as Cloud is looking for his own timing. Magnum already up in heaven, and crashies the sole defender of sight. Spike starting to make its way through. paTiTek just dodging that one with the ult. It comes down to crashies. Not enough time here. Has to commit to the plant. crashies catches him, and that's it. It's done. Once more the sole defender of B, but not shown anything. Oh my god. Cloud on these spams. He's nearly found Magnum as well, down to just 26 HP when the decay wears off. We'll walk away with Alpha at the very least. But that Spike has no safety about it right now.
FNATIC looking to consolidate their numbers. paTiTek's over on the other side of the map. And, I mean, we're even going to get a Viper's Pit to try and consolidate things. A good kill by iluri.
Yeah, and kaajak in body shot range here as well. No chance for him to heal, just goes straight for that second engagement. iluri putting Enterprise in the best possible position to win this round and send themselves to map point just when it looked like FNATIC were getting back into things. crashies does find iluri. It's only Magnum with his back to the pit right now. The Prowler wraps around elbow, so they have no idea where he plays from. Cloud looking to clear it, but straight into the crosshair of Magnum, and with that, it's all on crashies. Time ever elusive. As it fades away, this will be 12 for Enterprise. And it's been so impressive to see how they've managed to stabilize in this second half.
Very quickly can stabilize. Yeah, I mean, run it back through heaven. Alfajer playing round the wall so he doesn't get cleared. And I mean, unfortunately, peeks out at the wrong time. Barrel's seen it. Good entries from paTiTek. Oh, scale out, a slide out. And Enterprise come out the better. Somehow Limes flashed himself, but at the same time still gets the FNATIC players. Notices kaajak, just worried about a player being deep in main. Molly good. At the same time, another player lost, Cloud. So is kaajak calling himself, and I mean, he's known for his clutches, even as a duelist player. We've seen it time and time again. Think to Stage 2 last year and what he was able to do. As you said, a player who's got multiple awards, and he needs to show it now. 7 bullets left and 2 players to find. Oh, Lime.
I think that's what FNATIC maybe just needed. Some more fresh every half. Much better start here for Enterprise so far, but Boaster answering back in kind, and Alpha
They're way down C just to get information, but it's going to leave them extremely late towards A site notoriously hard to come back into. And Lime with that flash in pocket could be the one thing that dissects the angles and allows Enterprise back in.
Boaster does still have the paranoia though, and with crashies gone, that second layer removed from mid, there is some safety to this from the Enterprise perspective. They know the backline isn't under threat, and you can see Boaster just remanaging what exactly this site defense looks like in the post plant. Moved up to the default box, playing around this smoke as Enterprise start to make their way out of CT. Alpha's already found another on the Sheriff. It has to be Lime this time around. And
Okay.
Pick it. That's that.
I don't think that.
Flash him.
Blinding him, but he's gonna blind back.
Blind long now, they blind long.
We're gonna cancel to Bios.
No, I broke trip. They have to be worried about it. I think we can slow work this. Or insert me window, or insert me window.
Pick
They're peeking. They're
Free
peeking.
on C, free on C, free on C. One per day maybe.
Yeah, they can push A now. My trip's down.
Don't give them the op, so you have to go save it, Cloud, maybe.
They're clear garage.
I can flash into garage back. Is smoke window for me? I'm gonna flash garage back.
Yeah.
Smoke window now.
I broke the trip B, so someone's gonna be watching you, Jake, the whole time.
Left it,
30
left it.
seconds. I wanna get gun if I can.
There's a gun on
There's a gun on garage, yeah, double.
We wanna probably save.
Cryptics.
Did he wall us off?
Holding A push. Can you search? Push middle.
Left.
Behind you, close.
Spike down mid. Ready to
Nice.
do
You can go B.
Go B.
Go B. Together. Smoke something.
If I can.
Get A push after.
Still half a chance left in this round for FNATIC, but going straight under the nose of iluri, leading those calls, but you can see how involved everyone is, and into this gun round. kaajak, the driving force with that run it back, up short, shut down by iluri. kozzy still left behind with the up, the flick is perfect, full connection. Boaster trading it out eventually though, 4-on-4, and Enterprise flooding back in to defend this site with their lives. The wall reinforces it, Lime gets a kill for his troubles. And FNATIC down to the final two members, nowhere to go here.
That's the difference between, I mean, it comes back to the whole conversation about the Hunter's Fury for Enterprise.
Ooh. Magnum trying to defend this B site, and Enterprise can with bodies. 3 already hit. Magnum knocks a couple down. It's the duelists again to die an early death. And FNATIC behind this just have nothing to offer, it feels. The full purchase from them here. Grounds down.
So Magnum deposited in mid. Information finding, and kozzy, well, hearing the players out and gets his kill for it. Just so good, no matter if it's the rifle, if it's the operator. And look at this, walking straight into Magnum.
It's sewers.
Yeah, FNATIC just not considering it's Cloud who takes first point. And paTiTek's even able to get more. FNATIC just not considering their options. The team known for being diligent. He's not being diligent enough.
No, I feel as if that's Cloud's mistake in that situation there. He was the one watching sewers, at least at the start, and as he goes to reinvestigate mid, just a gap they weren't aware of. paTiTek still hunkering down in sewers, and with Lime finding the next, it's a complete...
Normally you would say this is a very good half by normal standards, but Enterprise could go one further.
Oh, absolutely. Plenty of opportunities to continue.
Denied, especially with paTiTek through garage, and Lime has a good flash, but can't quite get the best of it. I mean, sure, you stop the Hunter's Fury, I was going to say the Hunter's Fury coming through, stop the run it back, but not a kill off the back of it. Enterprise at disadvantage, and paTiTek's going to go hunting.
Steps up and batted away by Alpha yet. A convincing response, which brings the hat off the head of crashies. They know it's only kozzy on C, but he's got an op.
That's all he's got. And now FNATIC find a way out. iluri spam going elsewhere. A 1 versus 5 for an operator player. This is not something that you would see very often.
And not something that you often entertain.
But it is kozzy.
And he has his first, but it gets no better. Crashes for some lobby control.
Alpha operator has been good in times previous, but not now. And that fast lane now creates a question mark of lobby space, so now starting to accelerate towards C.
Wall doesn't fully extend onto site here either, so a chance for a player to get in behind on the Enterprise perspective. Paranoia also catching Magnum, but still able to backfill some control. Breaks the dart, playing off the cam, but caught in logs, and with that, FNATIC should be able to bring this to post, and not only that, with some serious numbers. Now, a 3v5, 2v5.
Yeah, the recovery looking great for FNATIC now as they start to... That's just FNATIC, right? Managing
You can see the Enterprise perimeter, playing deep from Link, ready to receive this one, support arriving for paTiTek.
Kaajak so deep, but Magnum missing out, and that should be such a pan cut, right? And it just doesn't come through in that sense. And Boaster starting to move on towards A, but Enterprise into position as well. It's kozzy looking to re-clear towards heaven as paTiTek cancelled his ultimate. A 1 versus 1 that Lime wins out, and it's a crucial one. kozzy now on site, or in towards heaven at least with the operator, and just firing off shot after shot, bolt after bolt, but nothing connecting.
Post plant now set up from FNATIC as well. Aggressive crossfire here in CT.
Yeah, the paranoia already used. We've seen that before in the post-plant setup, and with great effect. It's really starting to hamper the retake from Enterprise. And well, they were up 6 to what, 2? They have not been able to win a single
Opportunity for Enterprise to really pile it on.
Yeah, the gauntlet really feels tough here, and already Enterprise have found the jewels, and paTiTek so under pressure. Had a TP out, decides to jump into the fire, and well, that spike having to be recollected by iluri, and he'll be next hot under the collar. As it looks like FNATIC are going to be hot on his heels. Needs to make sure that he can convert at least one here, and does. And Enterprise start to collapse on the remaining players. This is a 2-on-2, one which the last remaining player, or one player in towards spawn. Cloud low. A reload, maybe just giving himself away. So it's up to crashies now.
Debut on the Cypher, chance to have big impact. FNATIC have won every pistol so far. And iluri, a deep drone from spawn just to clear out some space, but doesn't get the info.
Yeah, but maybe considering his position, now seen the Cypher. 40 seconds, and crashies has them caged in. Fighting right.
I tip it down there.
Guys, don't play retake, okay?
I smoke CT.
Walking garage.
Trap close.
Boys, you ready to fight CT? I'm gonna push garage. He saw me, right?
Yeah, he saw us. He's back now. Buy down for Magnum, buy down for Magnum. I'm gonna paranoia.
I'm
Shoot
rolling.
something down.
One healing. I'm playing late. One is mid. I will now.
All drones, garage.
Yeah. Hold garage.
Dead. One more side. Finish.
Side, G.
Is this the
Oh, yeah.
is this the new bandana? It's a chant. Oh, that's a bit messy. And unfortunately, Cloud has also claimed one through the Hunter's Fury Magnum as well, but it's all falling apart for Enterprise. Yeah, FNATIC have done so well. And I think at this point in time, you're thinking about timeout. paTiTek still has his ulti to work with, so can grab Spike, but needs to be careful about the players creeping onto site. Cancels in the right time. Players
Microscope as he's playing off both traps through B and garage. Standard Cypher setup, but it's the captain to get involved in just a moment. He's taking that deep dive. Lime with the ult, digs out crashies, but there are still problems on the site.
Supposed to be the case, as now we're going to get Boaster faking out his ultimate, and unfortunately paTiTek's there in time. Denial. 5 versus 3, advantage, 2 players.
Yeah, looking for the outplay, but it's a misplay instead. And FNATIC with their backs to the wall in this situation. 3 versus 5. Alfajer has an ult to go in on. But this is the op, and while there is still money behind FNATIC to continue with a repurchase, looks like they are going to try this one as best they can. Kaajak already spammed out as he enters the smoke though, and that's Enterprise win them this time, and that's the difference.
Away from B is FNATIC have taken that B space away, and Cloud trying to play with a slither of an angle. And unfortunately, that has been dealt with. So post plant now for Enterprise. A meant to be difficult to retake from, and that's why FNATIC tried to play on the front foot and go for a flank.
Full util belt on both duelists though, and Alpha still has the overdrive, so that has to be the difference maker here.
No time takes away.
Never smoked off.
Yeah, just giving a freebie here. This is 3 strong from that flank, and Magnum's the one who's been notified. Not sure how many players is there, but he's hearing the steps now and calling that back. That's why Enterprise start to look towards CT and what space they can get from there. But Magnum holding strong towards short, wins that duel. Huge now as the chaos ensues on site, and Enterprise are the ones who are actually winning out. Good flash!
They want to engage off of Alpha's contact, but in the meantime, he's calming the footsteps that have been heard on A, the drone as well. And so Boaster is forced to move out into the open. He gets caught in transition. Alpha still set up here, but the awareness on the Enterprise side is outstanding. Forced to give it all up. And the defense is back to square one.
It's like a swarm of flies starting to fly about this defense as they look to entrench themselves on A. Obviously very difficult to retake, and just a reminder of what's still available on either side in terms of ultimates. And Enterprise, they have their sights set on B, even though Lime is pulling the attention.
Yeah, both of the cages open up on C4. FNATIC just threatening the possibility of a flood back in, but it's the B site you've got to be worried about. And look at the time, there's barely any left. Cloud still fighting through here. kozzy's up, walking away with 2. If Alpha can find a way to deny the plant, that might have been it, and it is! kaajak still needs to hang on by a thread as you can see.
Kills through a Phoenix wall. This is a good entry from kozzy. But it's this B site finish that I always feel so uneasy with. And you can see that, right? I mean, kozzy doing well with his operator, but
playing through kozzy's op, who is towards the front end of B.
oh no.
Absolutely no issues. kaajak just glides straight into the crosshair and finds himself eliminated. Another situation where Enterprise find that opening pick through middle.
And Alpha here now put into awkward position. I thought for a minute that Alpha
Looking for a finish here.
Ooh. Problem is though, is they're executing into a Cypher setup.
This was the one strong suit, I think, for FNATIC into the latter stages of the round. crashies.
Oh my God.
Still alive here with the Phantom. 2 is almost an over-deliver from that position, and if Boaster could just get one again, and as I was saying earlier, it's never over until it's over. This crashies has been good for finding one and falling away before. Is he able to do it here? No, forced to concede.
Yeah, just going for a full retake setup, respect shown to their opponents, as you can imagine. And Boaster on a stinger, look at Line playing up close and personal. We saw Yampy the other day, they're really failing from this position before.
And the difference is this time Enterprise, all hands on deck, trying to bolster up close and personal. FNATIC with some util to play from, but they have to clear the smoke. It's Lime the one that shrouds their vision though, as it's starting to look clearer the road ahead for Enterprise. MAGNUM the next, paTiTek also involved. A cacophony.
Crunch time, they fall away.
As you put it, FNATIC without the points haul. They need this one to stick, or it's the lower bracket and the long run. kozzy already with the opening kill. Alfajer has struggled to start these rounds with value. Molly in the corner's got rid of kaajak. One by one, they fall like flies. And Enterprise, after losing by a margin of 10 rounds in the first map, are on the warpath to take down the kings of EMEA in the past and eclipse them into history.
Planted.
It's the kings of challengers EMEA that look to strike first. And look at this.